On to Osman Arbee, Chief Executive at Motus, the motor dealers this evening. And it's amazing what happens, Osman, when you can trade for a full 6 months. You lost the whole of April last year. It's hardly surprising that these results are a lot more attractive than those were.
Good evening, Bruce, and thanks for having me this evening. Yeah, South Africans are very resilient people. We find ways and opportunities even in challenging times. So, when everyone thought no one's traveling, who's buying cars, South Africans for the calendar year to December will buy between 430 and 450,000 vehicles. And yes, in the good times, we were at 536,000, but in the midst of COVID, you're still doing 440, 450,000. As an economy, as a country, we can't complain. I think people out there, the banks are funding cars and we're selling cars.
Anecdotally, demand for new cars has plummeted, though. Demand for demo models for used cars is absolutely flying, and it's causing quite a premium on used vehicles.
I think part of the problem we've got in the country, and it's a global problem, by the way, because of the microchip shortage, there aren't enough new cars available. So if you want a specific car, like a Mercedes C-Class, a specific, or a BMW X1 or an X3, you'll have to wait because there's a shortage of chips. So there is a shortage of new vehicles coming into the country, and globally it's a problem, not South Africa only. And because of that, the pre-owned market is quite buoyant. In fact, some of the vehicles we pay for are retail, and we have to sell them retail plus because there is a shortage of good quality used cars. And because of the shortage in new cars, there's a demand for pre-owned cars. So, the one's created an opportunity for the other.
How long do you think it will take for this chip shortage to move through and for us to get back to the ability to have one of 900 or whatever it was models of car available to us in South Africa?
I think the problem we've got is the chip shortage didn't arise out of car problems only because they've been used in computers, in cell phones, and the demand for computers, especially with people working from home, has exacerbated the problem. So OEMs, the manufacturers they buy chips centrally and then they allocate them to their factories. So based on what they're telling us, they think by November we'll start getting better supply of new vehicles. We are getting supplies. It's not so bad that we're closing our dealerships tomorrow morning. No, we are continuing, but we're not in an ideal situation. But they're telling us by October, November, we should be able to be in a better position.
Thank you to Osman Arbee, Chief Executive at Motus, this evening, on the line to us from Johannesburg.